9 points shy tonight here at Bearden High School as the Lady Admirals fell behind early in this game 11-2, trailed 13-4 at the quarter break. Bearden got a 3-point play to open the second quarter, went up 16-4. That was the biggest deficit that Farragut faced in the first half. The Lady Admirals came back, made it a 1-point game at halftime, outscoring Bearden in the second quarter 13-5, so they limited the Lady Bulldogs to just a single basket after that 3-point play by the freshman Treadwell for Bearden to open the second quarter. It's a great defense, and the Lady Admirals did a much better job after a poor first quarter in terms of taking care of the basketball with 4 turnovers. I didn't have them with a turnover in the second quarter, so they clawed their way back into the game. But in the third, Bearden goes on a 7-0 run to finish out the third quarter, leading by 9, 31-22. So it was a 2-point game. Bearden goes on a 7-0 run, goes up by 9, and then we head to the fourth quarter, and both teams putting up 11 points. Bearden's able to keep Farragut at arm's length, as I think the biggest lead Bearden enjoyed was 13, and again the final margin is 9, as the Lady Bulldogs win it 42-33. They improved to 10-0 overall and 2-0 in district play. Farragut loses for the first time this season, 10-1 now, 2-1 in district play. I had Farragut with 7 turnovers in the ball game, 4 of them in the opening quarter. Shots just didn't fall. The defense for Bearden certainly presented some problems early on. But again, as the game wore on, the Lady Admirals did a better job taking care of the basketball. Just couldn't get any shots to go down, really. And Bearden tonight, I dare say, 60%, I think was the number I threw out earlier. I don't think it went up any the remainder of the game, but maybe as much as 60% of Bearden's points came on second and third shot opportunities. And so the Lady Bulldogs, with a decided edge there. I had, Wyatt, 8 of 8 from the line, 12 points for Claire. She was Farragut's leading scorer. Ace Strickland with 5 points included in her total was a 3. Macy Barnes a couple of 3s. She had 8 points. McCall Willis with 2 points. Ashlyn Sheridan with 6 on 2 3s. Farragut with 5 3-pointers total. And with Claire shooting all of Farragut's free throws, the Lady Admirals were 8 of 8 from the line. Bearden, meanwhile, was 3 of 13 from the line, 23%. They had 3 3-pointers. All of those came from Emma Stone. Those were her only baskets. She had 9. Jakiah Davis, senior post player for the Lady Bulldogs, had 8. Avery Treadwell, the freshman, had 5, 1 of 2 from the line. Emily Gonzalez had 4 for Bearden. Also, Zania McLaughlin with 5 points tonight. She was 1 of 6 from the line. And Janiyah Bussell, 1 of 5 from the line, finished with 11 points, as I suppose she was Bearden's leading scorer. Yeah, Bussell with 11 to lead Bearden, Wyatt with 12 to lead Farragut. Pleased to be joined now by head coach Jason Mayfield. And, Coach, I was just saying, I think probably 60% or more of Bearden's points came on second, third shot opportunities. That really felt like, to me, that was the difference in the game, because everybody did a pretty good job of defending the
I thought Ashlyn and McCall played really well. There's a point where I was like, we just got to get Ashlyn a shot right now because we don't. There's really nobody else that was kind of coming through. I know Claire's under the weather and she didn't have her best game, and to ask her to do that twice in 1 week is tough. But we got to get some better production from when we're getting wide open looks like that. It's frustrating. Bearden does have a great team and a great defense.
Right, a lot of quickness.
They're well coached and all those things. But, God, we're wide open.
Right.
We were wide open. Layups and wide open threes, and even the shots early in the first quarter, we're getting shots in the paint like we wanted to, and they don't fall. And it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. We're not the only team that does. A lot of teams that do it.
Yeah. Well, and Willis a couple of times there in the second half really looked for her shot, attacked the basket. That was, I thought, a promising sort of development because sometimes it seems like, she's just kind of looking to get the ball out of there, find somebody else open. To look for her own shot was great, and whether they go down or not, they were good shots to take. They were aggressive moves. There was no hesitation whatsoever.
Right. It's hard for us to realize, or to remember, I guess, but, McCall is a sophomore that didn't play last year because of the injury. She played, but really wasn't back to 100%. And so Coach Monday especially has been doing a really good job of developing her and getting her to be more aggressive and those type of things. And we need her. We need her. She's a really good inside presence for us. She can really score the basketball. And so it's good to see the growth that she's starting to make.
That'd be great. A little 1-2 combo there with Claire on the inside, and both of those two being able to take the ball, somewhere outside the paint and drive it in there. Bearden athletically, obviously very good. Jania McLaughlin out top is lightning quick for them. But I thought, and of course, problems again with their post players. They bring in a freshman who's 6'2", and of course, Jakaya Davis. It feels like she's been here about 6 years, and so a lot of size in the post for Bearden. Again, a lot of speed out front, maybe some advantages they have on you, but yet, they did you some favors by missing some free throws, but a lot of those came right there at the tail end. 42 points. You got to feel reasonably good about the defense.
I know. If you'd have told me that we gave up 42, I'd have said, oh, okay, cool. We won 55-42 or 43-42. But we just something about, I don't know, just recently this gym is just we don't play very well here. And it's not an excuse. It's not some weird thing or whatever. We just got to play better. We do. We play over here in the summer or whatever. And like we beat Bradley in the summer. And again, it's the summer. It don't really matter. But it's not like we can't shoot in this place. It's not like we can't, pass the ball to each other, and we just
hold on to it.
Yeah, and hold on to the ball. But for some reason, in this environment, and it's a great environment. Sure. I love this rivalry. It's just so good.
Yeah.
But man, we just haven't brought our end to the table in this building, especially.
So you got a Monday matchup. And that's going to be William Blount.
Right.
And the Lady Governors coming into the night 1-1 in the district. One would think that they'll be 2-1 coming into the game. They've got Lenoir City at home tonight, William Blount tonight.
Right.
So one would think that they would be 2-1. We've talked briefly about what this district kind of looks like and sort of the projections and all, but you were saying the Lady Governors maybe had lost some from last year, but at the same time too,
they're winning a lot of games right now is what they're doing. So we can't hang our head. We've got to get back to work. We're actually going to come in on Sunday. Obviously, we're playing on Monday.
Right.
And we got to be ready to win another district game. It only puts us with one loss.
Sure.
So a long way to go. I would have said that whether we won or lost. But hopefully we can kind of wrap our head around some things that matter and the things are going to win the big games, and hopefully we can get a win Monday.
Well, you were talking about the opposition's offensive rebounding, and it's it's not stuff we're not working on. It's not things we're not stressing or whatever. Sometimes a loss drives home those points better than escaping with the wins. You talked about Science Hill and Heritage, and the performance wasn't that much different than it was tonight. But sometimes the response after a loss is a little bit better.
And and then back to the boxing out, it's the frustrating thing. It's guards. I think it was the first maybe 4 possession. They had Emma got open on the wing in transition. You do what you can about that. But the other points that they had were offensive rebounds. One of them was Jakaya, and that was it. The other ones were guards.
Right.
They're just being more physical and being aggressive and going in there, and we just don't think it's important.
And oftentimes the shooter. The shooter.
Yeah, they just throw it up there and go get it. Right. But we'll hopefully we'll again, it's mid-December. If that's not a
long way to go.
If that's not a learning lesson right there, I don't really know what is. But
Well, Coach, appreciate you coming up and chatting, and
Thanks,
best of luck Monday night against William Blount.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you then. That's Coach Jason Mayfield. His Lady Admirals with their first loss of the season, but good defense. As he said, if you tell him at the beginning of the night you hold the Lady Bulldogs to 42 points, keep in mind they were coming off a 62-point effort against a good Maryville team. So Farragut held them to 20 fewer points. But the Lady Admirals just kind of a case of the Butterfingers tonight. Had their hands on a lot of balls, gave up a lot of offensive rebounds to the Lady Bulldogs, second and third shot opportunities. And as he said, just couldn't capitalize. Didn't shoot the ball well enough, didn't hold on to it well enough, whether it was an actual turnover or whether it was just these balls that were ricocheting around on rebounds. And Farragut had opportunities but just could not grab them. And so just missed opportunities. But again, Monday night, Farragut returns to action, hosting William Blount, and that'll be our final broadcast of the 2019-2020 season as far as the 2019 portion of it goes. We will be back on the airwaves when Farragut returns to district action, and that will be on January 10th at Lenoir City. Of course, the Lady Admirals and Admirals, they'll be playing a 5-star Preps Classic at Farragut High School, and then both of them also headed off down to Florida for a big Christmas tournament, which should be an awesome trip for everyone involved there. So our boys' game just about set here for the introduction of the starting lineups, and Farragut comes in with a mark of 7-3. The problem is that the three are in 3 in a row here of late. Losses to Science Hill a week ago at Science Hill, 69-55. A loss last Saturday at Science Hill to Tennessee High, 53-39. And then a loss on Tuesday to Heritage, 72-65. Farragut opened district play with a victory over West, 53-38. That was their last win. That's when they moved to 7-0. But again, 3 straight losses since then. For Bearden, the Bulldogs come in 3-6, but it's been against an outstanding schedule. I'll tell you, Coach Parrott has scheduled tough here early on, and Farragut being introduced first as a visiting team, and they are in their road gray with the Navy numerals outlined in white. And tonight, Dylan Atwell will get the start. As far as broadcast nights go, that'll be the first time we've seen Dylan in the starting lineup. He'd been out with an injury and been sick. And Farragut's changing up a few things here in the starting lineup. We've got Jack Carasso also in the starting lineup. Isaiah Smith, Caleb Van Acker, and Robbie Garan, of course, the senior. So Van Acker was Farragut's leading scorer Tuesday night at Heritage, second high scorer. He had 12. Isaiah Smith actually led the Admirals with 15 points. Robbie Garan and Aaron Dozier chipped in 9 apiece. Dylan Atwell had 8. All of his scoring came in the fourth quarter. Bearden in their home white, gray numerals outlined in maroon, and it will be A.J. Pruitt, number 1, number 3, Caleb Edwards, number 5, Isaiah Bredwood, number 10, Tyler Nordine. And he's coming off an outstanding game, an overtime loss to Maryville on Tuesday, in which Nordine scored 31 points. So again, Maryville is considered, I think, by anyone who has followed this district, to be far and away the favorite to win it this year. And the Bulldogs pushed them to overtime Tuesday before succumbing by 2, 64-62. And Nordine scored half of Bearden's points, 31. Let's see who I missed in the Bearden starting 5. Well, Bearden will control the opening tip. We are underway from Bearden High School. Bredwood gives off to Pruitt. There's a steal. Dylan Atwell picks the pocket of Bredwood, driving the other way. Nordine blocks the shot. Bearden walks a mile. Couldn't get a handle on the basketball. And so the Bulldogs with a big defensive play, but then the ball ricocheted out of there, and there's the one player I did not have yet in Bearden's starting lineup, number 0, Elijah Bredwood, 6-foot sophomore, and he carried the basketball as he was kind of juggling it coming out of there after the really nice recovery defensively by the Bulldogs. I believe it was Isaiah Bredwood who got his pocket picked by Dylan Atwell, but then recovered to make the block shot at the other end. Farragut with the basketball, and they've got Aaron Dozier already into the game. So Dozier checks in for Atwell. Carrasso posting inside. Instead, Farragut goes right side. It'll be Van Acker trying a three, and Carrasso goes up for a rebound. Strong rebound. Hit the deck, and they call traveling. Looked like that was one of those almost hook and holds that have been stressed here of late, in the college game in particular. Can catch it, though. Here's Bearden driving in front court. Shot is up and missed underneath, and Farragut with a rebound. Van Acker. That shot was attempted by Pruitt. Farragut in front court. Robbie Garan drives under the basket, leaves it in the corner with Smith. His three-pointer no good. Admiral saved the ball in bounce, but save it to Bearden. And driving in front court for the Bulldogs, they'll find Nordine in the right corner. Three-pointer is good. Tyler Nordine with the game-opening basket. Three-pointer. Aaron Dozier to Van Acker. Van Acker guarded man-to-man by Bredwood. Here's Dozier driving into the lane. They reach, try to strip the ball from him, and a whistle sounds and a foul is called against Caleb Edwards. Edwards with the personal. It'll be his first, team first. And they will say it is a shooting foul, and Aaron Dozier will have two. So I did not notice if Atwell was shaken up on the block shot by Bearden. Perhaps that's the issue. Dozier misses the first free throw, trying to get Farragut on the board. Second one's missed too, though. Nordine with the rebound. Gives it off, and Bearden brings it in front court. Caleb Edwards for the Bulldogs. Farragut's man-to-man. Out top with it, Isaiah Bredwood driving on Van Acker into the lane, releases a pass to Elijah Bredwood over on the left side. 2 straight games we've had multiple identical last names. Farragut's called for its first foul. Robbie Garan picks up the personal. Bearden with the basketball. A.J. Pruitt, baseline left under his own basket. Bearden leading 3-0 on a Nordine three-pointer, again coming off a 31-point effort in the overtime loss to Maryville on Tuesday. He'll shoot a three out top. This one's no good. Garan with the rebound for the Admirals. Farragut brings it back in front court, and Isaiah Smith called for steps. Unforced turnover against Farragut. Last year, Bearden won a couple of blowouts. Of course, that Bearden team, the best in school history, state champions. They graduated the top 6 off that outstanding team. Farragut pressing. Bearden with the basketball following Farragut's first turnover. Bulldogs in front court to Nordine. Pass down low, swatted away by Aaron Dozier. Farragut's Dozier back defensively, swats a pass intended for Isaiah Bredwood out over the baseline. And so the Bulldogs will trigger it in from there with A.J. Pruitt to Nordine. Hands it off to Caleb Edwards. He drives the lane, can't get the shot to go. Follow is no good. Third try, no good. Nordine's all over the back, no call. Farragut comes out of there with a rebound. Garan in front court, driving all the way. Tough angle, deep under the basket, can't get it to go. The Admirals are all over the back, no call. Here comes Bearden back the other way. So they're going to let them play just as they did in the girls' game. Three-pointer, right side, no good by Edwards of Bearden. Both teams clearly over the back on offensive rebound attempts Here's Farragut in front court. Garan driving, reversing, laying it up and in. Robbie Garan gets the Admirals on the board. 3-2, Farragut trails. 5:30. The clock's not rolling here in the first quarter. The clock is stuck on 5:30. Bearden in front court. They lob it, and Nordin with an alley-oop lays it in. Somebody might want to start the clock. It's still showing 5:30 to play. As Nordin with all the points. Here's a ball knocked away by the Bulldogs. They've got a steal. Bearden in front court. Nordin all the way to the basket with the right hand. Scores. So Nordin with all 7 of Bearden's points. And finally they started the clock and 12 seconds rolled off of it. I would guess that they probably let that go for a good minute without the clock rolling. 7-2, Bearden with the lead, and Farragut using a 30-second timeout. Both teams have turned it over a couple of times here early on. Bearden's was right out of the gate, and it didn't come back to bite him. Bearden's been able to capitalize on Farragut's more recent turnovers. Robbie Garan with Farragut's only basket. Aaron Dozier 0 of 2 from the line. Tyler Nordin again has all 7 of Bearden's points. So they do start the clock as the ball is put in play. Van Acker for Farragut, guarded man-to-man by Bredwood. And the ball is going to be what? I looked down for a moment to identify a Bearden player on my stat sheet, and the Admirals apparently with a backcourt violation. Turnover number 3. Coach Higgins talking after the Heritage game about how this team's got to do a better job of valuing every possession. There's a backdoor cut for Bearden. Into the lane, Nordin takes a wraparound pass, can't handle it, it's lost out of bounds. So I believe on the drive it was Pruitt setting up Nordin, but he couldn't handle the pass, lost it out of bounds, and the Bulldogs with their 3rd turnover. Farragut will get the basketball. Trailing 7-2, Aaron Dozier at the point. Guarded by Edwards. Farragut has gotten Wallace into the ball game. He's guarded by Nordin. The dribble is knocked away by Nordin, and he's driving for a dunk at the other end. So Farragut with its 4th turnover, and that one, of course, excites the Bearden student section, and now the Admirals apparently threw the ball away at midcourt. So back-to-back turnovers, and we saw this Tuesday night at Heritage. Farragut with a rash of turnovers in the first quarter. That's their 5th, trailing 9-2, and Bearden with all the momentum gets the ball right back as the Bulldogs. Edwards gives to Bredwood. Isaiah Bredwood from the free throw line. Jumper no good. Long rebound Nordin, and as he bulls his way into the lane, a foul is going to be called.
Foul's on number 12. Jake Wallace, his first. Second team foul.
Jake Wallace picks up the personal. His first, second on Farragut. Bearden with the basketball under its own basket. A.J. Pruitt inbounds to Nordin, gives off to Bredwood. Bredwood to Pruitt. He'll shoot a 3 out top. It's short, and it lands on the baseline. Farragut's basketball. But trailing 9-2 midway through our opening quarter. And again, my only guess is that Atwell, who went out almost immediately after getting the steal, having his shot at the other end blocked, he must have come down and twisted his ankle. As he left the game, Aaron Dozier checked in. Here's Dozier with a 3 from the left side, no good. Rebounded away by the Bulldogs, A.J. Pruitt. Bulldogs in front court with it, driving into the lane goes Isaiah Bredwood. Count it, and he's fouled. So Bredwood attacks the basket. And a chance at a 3-point play for the Bearden Jr. as the foul goes against Aaron Dozier, his first and the team 3rd. Boy, Bearden's got the 11-2 lead and a chance to add to it with 3:40 to go in our opening quarter. Coach Higgins is using 30-second timeout. So Tyler Nordin with 9, and Bredwood a moment ago attacking the basket gets the first bucket by anyone in a white jersey other than Nordine. So Bredwood with the basket, he'll have a chance at a three-point play. Meanwhile, Farragut's only basket belongs to Robbie Garan on a reverse layup. Dozier missed a couple of free throws. Teams returning to the floor. Looks like it's the same five for Coach Parrott of Bearden. He's assisted by Tyler Place, Eric Sandifer, and Luke West. Farragut's John Higgins is assisted by Josh Gregory and Justin Wakefield. 3:40 to play, opening quarter. And as was the case in our girls' game, Farragut trails 11-2. Heritage tonight bounces back from that loss to Farragut. They defeat Maryville in girls' play 68-65. Three-point play is completed by Bredwood. So he cashes in Bearden's first free throw opportunity of the night, and the Bulldogs lead 12-2. Farragut in front court, Aaron Dozier, guarded by Nordine, gives off left side to Isaiah Smith. Smith out top to the Admirals' Elisha Brabson, sophomore in the game for the first time. And we got a reach-in foul here against A.J. Pruitt. It'll be his first, team second. Farragut with the ball, side front court, Robbie Garan to inbound. Garan looking, gets it into Van Acker, gives it back to Garan, driving to the basket, fouled. Nice little give and go off the inbound. And Robbie will have a couple of free throws.
That was on number 10, Tyler Nordine. That's his first.
Foul on Nordine, his first and the team third. Robbie with the first of two free throws. Coach Higgins giving the other four Admirals as Garan shoots the free throws, giving them an earful. Robbie got 3 points. Make it 4 as he cashes in both free throws. Smith, Brabson, Van Acker, Garan, and Dozier on the floor for the Admirals. Bearden, couple of high screens. Set for Edwards. Swinging around left side to Bredwood. Bredwood on the baseline, left side to Norwood. Farragut doubles down, ball knocked away from him, and a turnover. Admirals come up with a steal. Bearden's fourth turnover. Here's Garan in front court, driving with the left hand, can't get the shot to go, wanted a foul. Here's Bearden back the other way, quickly, can't hang on to it. Bearden pushing the tempo, and the pass thrown a little bit out too far in front of Isaiah Bredwood, and the Bulldogs with their fifth turnover, matching Farragut's first quarter turnover total. Bulldogs lead at 12-4. Farragut with the basketball, 2:40 to go. Dozier picks up his dribble, bounces it off to Robbie Garan. He's guarded here by A.J. Pruitt. Garan drives left side, leaves it with Brabson on the left wing. Back out top to Smith. Smith and Dozier exchange it back and forth. Smith to Brabson. Brabson working against Nordine, gives to Van Acker, driving right baseline, hangs in the air, and the shot goes, and he's fouled, and that might be on Nordine. And it is, and that's huge. Bearden's Tyler Nordine, with 9 of Bearden's 12 points, picks up his second foul. Van Acker with the basket. Nordine's going to have to go to the bench. Into the ball game for Coach Parrott checks Walker Kyle, 6'5" sophomore. Van Acker looking to complete a three-point play, and he does. 12-7. Farragut with 5 in a row after falling behind 12-2. Into front court comes A.J. Pruitt for Bearden and rips the pass down low for Underwood, and they will say, for Kyle. They'll say Farragut got a hand on it. Looked like for a moment it was going to be a Bearden turnover once more, trying to really push things, but instead Farragut deflected it, and so the Bulldogs retain possession. 2:05 to play opening quarter. Bulldogs leading 12-7. Left side with it, Elijah Bredwood, sophomore forward, the Bulldogs. Gives to Isaiah Bredwood, moves to the free throw line, leaves it off on the left side with A.J. Pruitt. He'll dribble it out top, guarded by Robbie Garan, pulls up at the left elbow, 15-footer, no good, tipped out of bounds by Bearden. Farragut's ball. Van Acker to inbound. See Farragut as tradition dictates, has shown up in, many of the students have shown up in farmer attire. Dozier driving left side with a right hand, lost it on the way up. Bearden back the other way. Bulldogs driving in front court all the way to the basket. Will go Pruitt. He can't finish. Farragut with a tip out. Here in front court goes Dozier. And Dozier will see Bearden reach in and deflect the ball out of his grasp off of Dozier's knee, out of bounds. Good defensive play by the Bulldogs. Leading 12-7, and into front court for Bearden, a little bit out of control. Pruitt nearly lost his dribble, grabs it back, gives off to Isaiah Bredwood. Bredwood guarded by Isaiah Smith. Now Van Acker's got him on a switch. Bearden looking inside to Walker Kyle. Instead, they work the ball around the perimeter. Farragut fronting in the post, and Isaiah Smith is going to be called for a foul. First on Isaiah, and the fourth on Farragut as a team. Both teams with 4 fouls here in this opening quarter. We go under 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Driving into the lane, Bredwood cannot finish. That was Elijah Bredwood. Farragut's Van Acker tips it to Garan. Garan in front court sidesteps around a Bearden defender and scores. Robbie Garan got 6 of Farragut's 9, and the Admirals now on a 7-0 run. 35 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Had they started the clock earlier, back with when it was stuck on 5:30, first quarter would have been over several seconds ago. Bearden with the basketball. Bredwood gives off to Pruitt. Pruitt, in turn, gives to Edwards. 20 seconds to play. The Bulldogs pull it out. They look like if Farragut's not going to apply any pressure, they'll hold for the final shot. 13-12. Bulldogs by 3. Final seconds of the opening quarter. Right side, Bredwood can't handle a pass from Pruitt. Turnover for Bearden. Both teams 6 turnovers in this opening quarter. And so the Admirals will get it with 6.5 seconds. Garan takes the feed from Van Acker. Dribbles into front court. It's going to take it all the way to the basket with a left hand. Scores. Nobody stopped the ball. Again, they're standing there as if to take a charge, but Robbie's just able to step around them. And Garan finishes the first quarter with 8 of Farragut's 11. And the Admirals on a 9-0 run to finish the first quarter after falling behind 12-2. They'll trail 12-11 when the second quarter commences in 1 minute. Back with second quarter action after this as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season, and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Lenore City. This is I-105.
Farragut with the basketball as we get the second quarter started. The Admirals fell behind 12-2, but then went on a 9-0 run to finish out the opening quarter. They opened the second quarter with the ball, trailing 12-11. Here's Robbie Garan again, driving to the basket, lays it up and in, and they call a blocking foul. So again, Bearden, as this time Garan could not completely avoid the defender, but just a glancing blow, they count the basket and a chance at a 3-point play. So Robbie with 10 and Farragut with its first lead. Robbie at the free throw line drains it. He's 3 of 3 from the line, and the Admirals lead 14-12 with a 3-point play to open the second quarter. Bearden in front court with it. They're going to drive to the basket. Dozier's in pretty good position, I think. And they call a block on Dozier. Bearden missed the layup, Dozier's called for the blocking foul. So we had blocking fouls called on each end, back-to-back plays. That's the second foul on Dozier. Bearden on the bench right now, Nordine. Without Nordine on the floor, I'm not sure where Bearden's supposed to get its points. He scored 9 of the Bulldogs' 12 in the opening quarter. And now Dozier's picked up his second, and he's in there for Atwell, who must have rolled an ankle or something right at the outset of the game. Dozier's out with those 2 fouls. Free throw is missed. First of 2, missed by Bredwood, so he's 1 of 2 from the line. This is Isaiah Bredwood, number 5, not to be confused with Elijah Bredwood, who's 0. This one's good. He hits 1 of 2. It's a 1-point game. 14-13 Farragut leads. Bredwood out of the game. Isaiah, that is. And Bearden gets into the lineup for the first time. Wyatt Shoemaker. Farragut in front court. Robbie Garan spinning at the free throw line with the right hand. Gets the roll. Garan, 13 points here early. And Farragut leads 16-13. There's a turnover in rear court. Isaiah Smith picks up the basketball, and he's fouled on a hack by Bredwood. So Bearden turns it over against the Farragut press. I'm not sure if it was actually forced or just kind of a fumble, butterfinger play. But the Admirals will take it, whatever the case, and Isaiah Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, so far, Robbie Garan has scored 13 of Farragut's 16. Van Acker with the only other points for the Admirals. And Nordine has scored 9 of Bearden's 13. Smith misses the first free throw, and the second one rims out as well. So the Admirals, Robbie Garan's hit 3 of 3 from the line. Otherwise, they're 1 of 5. 7:08 to play, first half. Bearden with the basketball. Admirals with Brabson, Smith, Van Acker, Garan, and having checked into the ball game once Dozier picked up that second foul, Carter Mayfield, number 14, Farragut sophomore, into the lane for Bearden, driving, right side goes A.J. Pruitt, and he lays it up off the window, good. Bearden pulls to within 1. Farragut in front court, Garan attacking the basket, and he draws contact, I assume, from Pruitt. And it'll be his second.
That was the number 1, A.J. Pruitt. That's his second. 17th foul.
And that's the 7th foul against Bearden as a team, so Farragut is in the bonus. 6:45 to go in the first half. And just bragged on Robbie a second ago, having not missed a free throw, 3 of 3. But he misses the first of 2 on this trip. 13 points for Robbie. Free throw, good. He hits 1 of 2. Farragut leads 17-15. Jack Carrasso back into the ball game for the Admirals. He got the start, didn't stay in there that long. Isaiah Smith will come out. Bearden against a Farragut press. Gets the ball into Walker Kyle. He's in there spelling Nordine with those 2 fouls. Returns it back to one of the guards. And bringing it in front court for Bearden will be Isaiah Bredwood. Bredwood's picked up by Brabson. Man-to-man. Driving, left side goes Bredwood, and it'll count, and he's fouled. So Mayfield trying to take the charge, instead the block, so count the basket. And a chance at a 3-point play. For Elijah Bredwood, we'll see if he stays in the game to shoot the free throw. He seems to maybe land it on a hip.
That was on number 14.
Carter Mayfield picks up his first personal foul. It's the team 6th? Yes, team 6th. So let's see, is Bredwood able to shoot the free throw? Apparently not. And so coming in off the bench to shoot will be Khalib Edwards. So Bredwood shaken up after getting the bucket on a drive. Mayfield trying to take a charge, instead picks up a block. And checking into the ball game to shoot the free throw to complete the three-point play, Khalib Edwards, he does so. And now Edwards is out of the game. And they check into the ball game for Bearden, number 24, Justin Orler, 6'4", a junior. So got in the better free throw shooter, but then bring him back out after the make, and Orler checks in for the Bulldogs. Farragut trailing now, 18-17. Brabson takes a pass from Garan, moves right side of the paint. Jumper, good by Brabson as he gets the roll. Elisha Brabson with his first bucket. Farragut seesaws in front, 19-18. 6 minutes to play first half. Bounce pass comes in front court to A.J. Pruitt for Bearden. Pass comes to Bredwood, right side. Farragut shuts him down on the baseline, circles back out, gives the ball off to Pruitt. Pruitt lost a handle on the dribble, out of bounds. He thinks he got hit on the arm, but the official didn't see it that way. And so Bearden with its 7th turnover, matching Farragut's total. Garan in front court to Van Acker. Van Acker, Carasso flashes through the lane, but Van Acker instead gives to Mayfield. Mayfield out between the circles, right side to Garan. Now to Brabson, top of the key. Takes Orler into the paint, leaves it off with Van Acker on the left baseline. Drives to the edge of the paint, shut down there as he picks up his dribble. Gets a return feed from Brabson. Now lobs it back out top to Robbie Garan. Garan spins into the paint, tried to bounce it down low to Van Acker, got it to him, and now his shot is swatted away by Walker Kyle, and a whistle sounds, and a foul's called on Van Acker. Well, at the outset, there were hardly any fouls being called, and now we're getting a bunch of them, and perhaps that's a good thing. The flow of the game is not as good, but always an emotional game, Farragut and Bearden. You don't want things to get out of control, and so maybe trying to keep things under wraps. Van Acker picks up the personal. It's his first in the team's 6, so both teams are now in the bonus. 4:50 to play, and there's a takeaway. Carter Mayfield is kind of gift wrap. Mayfield in front court, driving, shot, blocked. Bearden with a defensive play. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way, and Wood can't hit the shot in transition. Farragut with a rebound. Brabson gives to Garan. Garan back the other way. Floater with the right hand. Good. Robbie's got 16 points. And Farragut knocks the ball out of bounds with their press. Carter Mayfield deflects it. It's going to stay with Bearden, I think. And I don't know if Walker Kyle has got a little blood that they need to get a Band-Aid on, or if they felt like he was injured, I think he's going to get he may have a little blood on his jersey, I'm not sure. They're going to clean him up. He has to come out of the game for the Bulldogs. So the Admirals need to make hay with Nordine on the bench. Well, actually, he's back in the ballgame now with those 2 fouls. 4:20 to play. Here in the first half, Admirals leading 21-18. Pruitt looking back door for Nordine. Ball was knocked away. It was saved, however, by Justin Orler, who feeds Nordine under the basket. He lays it up and in. He's got 11. Farragut back the other way. Smith, three-pointer, good. Isaiah Smith with his first basket, a 3, coming off a 15-point performance on Tuesday. And the Admirals lead 24-20. Smith with his first basket, three-pointer from the right wing. They go to the posting Nordine. Spinning on the right side, baseline jumper, no good. Orler keeps it alive, though, tips it to Nordine, but now his pass stolen away by Van Acker. In front court, Mayfield with it to Garan, to Van Acker. Cutting to the basket, stripped. Farragut with a turnover, and here comes Bearden the other way. Isaiah Bredwood lobs it up for Nordine, who tips it over to Orler, who lays it up and in. Nicely done on the tip by Nordine, and Orler, the beneficiary, got his first basket. Garan in front court, gives to Brabson. Brabson drives into the lane, pulls up, short jumper is short, but Van Acker grabs the rebound and flips it back out to Robbie Garan to reset the offense. And I think Coach Higgins wants to see a little bit of order restored. (24-22). Farragut leading with 3:03 to play. in our first half. It's a full timeout being used by Coach Higgins, so we'll step aside here, get a 30-second break for our sponsors, and return on the other side with more. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme boards. Hyperlight wake surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needs. Travis Marine is not today's only out-of-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
Coming out of the timeout, Farragut leads Bearden with 3:03 to play in the first half, 24-22. It'll be the Admirals basketball. The Lady Bulldogs won our earlier contest 42-33. Bearden also won the boys JV game, pulling away in the fourth quarter in what was very close the first three quarters, but Bearden won 56-43. So the Bulldogs looking for a clean sweep tonight here on their home floor. The Admirals trying to salvage one and snap a three-game losing streak. Bearden playing zone. Garan out top to Isaiah Smith. Three-pointer, too strong. Long rebound goes to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield circles back out on the right wing. Keeps his dribble alive. Bredwood applying some pressure. That would be Isaiah Bredwood. Admirals swing it around left side to Isaiah Smith. Back to Robbie Garan. Smith, left side three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, though, again, same spot as before, Carter Mayfield, and then he drug his pivot foot. Picked up his dribble. Bearden ran a couple of defenders at him, and Carter just barely lifted that pivot foot. It'll be Farragut's ninth turnover. 24-22, the Admirals by two, but the Bulldogs with the ball, 2:20 to play, first half. Left side pass for Bearden comes to Showmaker, back into the game, and they go down low to Nordine. He lays it up and in. Garan hit the deck, maybe trying to get a charge called, but did not. And Nordine with an uncontested layup. He's got 13 of Bearden's 24 as the Bulldogs tie the game. 2 minutes to go, first half. Robbie Garan, who's got 16. Dribbling out near the timeline as Bearden in that zone, at least for the time being, not extending. So the Admirals have Noah Pack on the floor. Pack, number 11, is a senior, seeing his first action in any of our broadcast nights. Robbie Garan to Pack, top of the key. Left side to Isaiah Smith. Back to Robbie, 1:25 to go in the first half. Mayfield in the right corner. Isaiah Smith in the left corner. Down low on the blocks, you've got Pack and Brabson. Meanwhile, holding the ball out near midcourt is Garan, who keeps motioning for A.J. Pruitt to come out and apply some pressure. 1 minute to play, first half. And Bearden's content to sit back. So the Admirals will shorten the game here if Bearden allows them to, at 24 all. Garan with 16, Van Acker with 3, Isaiah Smith with 3, and Elijah Brabson with 2 for the Admirals. Bearden again being paced by Tyler Nordine with 13, Isaiah Bredwood with 4, 3 players with 2 points, Elijah Bredwood, A.J. Pruitt, and Justin Orler. Khalib Edwards came off the bench to shoot a free throw in an and-one situation and hit it his lone point. Now we're down to 15 seconds. Our score was 12-11, Bearden leading by 1 at the quarter break. It's now 24 all, and finally we're down under 10 seconds, and Garan sets the play in motion. Starts right, comes back left, off to Pack. He'll shoot a 3, short, and Bearden trying to save the ball inbounds does, but the half comes to a close, and we are all tied up at 24 all. The Admirals with a few leads there in the second quarter after falling behind 12-2 at the outset. But again, as we go to the break, we're all knotted up 24 apiece. We'll get a 2-minute break and return to look at the first half numbers on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Live it up with cutting-edge fiber services from TDS. Enjoy 300 meg internet and Freedom TV for just $79 a month when bundled. No contract required. Order now and save $20 per month for 2 years. Plus, you'll get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go full speed ahead with fiber-fast 300 meg internet and Freedom TV from TDS. Order today at tdstv.com/radio. TDS fiber available in certain areas. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hi, this is Dave from BG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Cole Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at BG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season. It reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Gatlinburg.
This is I-105.
Back here at Bearden High School, we are at halftime, and we are all tied up at 24 apiece between the Admirals and homestanding Bulldogs. Bearden 3-6 on the season, 0-1 in the district after giving Maryville all they wanted on Tuesday night. Red Rebels came here to Bearden and had to get it done in overtime, 64-62. Tyler Nordine scored 31 of Bearden's 62 points on Tuesday night. He got in some early foul difficulties, and so went to the bench for a good portion of the late first quarter and first half or so of the second quarter. But he is Bearden's leading scorer with 13. Meanwhile, Farragut being led by Robbie Garan with 16 first half points. The Bulldogs jumped out to a 12-2 lead, but Farragut went on a 9-0 run to end the first quarter. So they were trailing 12-11 at the quarter break, and then scored a three-point play. Robbie Garan with that three-point play, an and-one situation, to give Farragut its first lead at 14-12. The Admirals would enjoy a couple of other leads there in the second quarter. The teams exchanged it back and forth a few times, but again, it's 24-24 at the break as Farragut outscores Bearden 13-12 in the second quarter. I had both teams with identical turnover totals, both of them with 6 in the opening quarter, both of them with 3 in the second quarter. For the Bulldogs, as far as individual scoring goes, Elijah Bredwood with 2 points, A.J. Pruitt with 2 points. Khalib Edwards came off the bench to shoot an and-one situation and knock down the free throw for his only point. Isaiah Bredwood, 2 of 3 from the line. 4 points for the junior Isaiah Bredwood. 2 points for Justin Orler, and again, senior Tyler Nordine with 13 points included in his total. Bearden's only three-pointer of the first half as the Bulldogs shot 3 of 4 from the foul line for obviously 75%. For the Admirals, Robbie Garan, as previously mentioned, 16 points. Robbie 4 of 5 from the foul line. Aaron Dozier 0 of 2 from the line, did not score. Caleb Van Acker 1 of 1 from the line, 3 first half points. Elisha Brabson with 2 points. Isaiah Smith 0 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Farragut's only 3-pointer, his only basket. And so Farragut with the 1-3 and the Admirals were 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 56%. 24-all is our score. So we will get a 2-minute break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You always save 3 cents per gallon of gas. And we always have daily specials by downloading the Pilot app. Pilot, wherever you are, we're right on your way to the game.
There is an iconic photograph of Arlington National Cemetery's row after row of white marble headstones, each adorned with an evergreen Christmas wreath. This is the result of cemeteries. Visit our website at knoxwreaths.org to sponsor a wreath. Again, that's knoxwreaths.org. Thank you.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at puremagiccarwash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Supreme inboards. Hyperlight wake surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only on-the-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
Back here at Bearden High School, Eric Gerhardt with you back at our WFIV studios. Dusty Street manning the board as always and doing a great job. And also, if you're watching at the live stream page, that video brought to you by Brandon Campbell, BDC Productions, as it's a nice feature we've added this year, or the Basketball Booster Club has added this year, as you just go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com. There is a live game link at that website. That will take you to the Booster Club's live stream page, and you can watch the video with our audio accompanying it live as well as on demand. So, again, Brandon Campbell providing that video coverage of the Admirals this basketball season. And here at halftime of our boys contest at Bearden, we're all knotted up at 24. Robbie Garan with 16 points. And for Bearden, Tyler Nordine with 13. Nordine and Khalib Edwards and A.J. Pruitt for Bearden all have 2 fouls apiece, so that bears watching. And for Farragut, Aaron Dozier with 2 fouls. Dylan Atwell got the start tonight. Of course, Dylan was all-district as a freshman and had been limited here early in the season by an injury and by illness. And he got the start tonight, which, as far as our broadcast nights go, and this is our 3rd broadcast of the season, it was the first time that Dylan had been in the starting lineup, but he wasn't out there long. He got a steal right out of the gates, driving for a layup at the other end. His shot was blocked, and I didn't see him go to the deck, but I'm guessing because he did not return, left the game at that point just seconds in, and did not return, that he must have rolled an ankle or something of that nature. So that's a big loss for the Admirals. It would certainly be big for Farragut if in the second half they could saddle Nordine with an early quick 3rd foul. I mentioned earlier, want to mention again, that Farragut legend, Pete Billingsley, a member of the 2nd ever Hall of Fame class at Farragut High School, just an incredible basketball player, class of 1972, a beloved man, tremendous individual, influenced so many lives, coaching over the years. You can't say enough good things about Arthur Pete Billingsley, but he passed last Friday. And initially, the family had said because Pete was going to be cremated, They had plenty of time to decide when they were going to have a celebration of life service. Well, that's been announced, I think, earlier today on caringbridge.org. So if you'd like to see these details, if you don't retain them, that's the site to go to, and then just search Pete Billingsley. But at caringbridge.org, that information posted today that Pete's celebration of life service will be Saturday, January 11th at 1 p.m. at Foothills Church in Maryville. Pete had coached, of course, at Farragut, football coach under Ken Sparks back in the late 70s after finishing up at Carson Newman. As far as his playing days go, playing college ball at Carson Newman, after being All-State at Farragut. Also coached at Maryville, coached at Sevier County, and most recently coached at Ray County before, I believe, retiring just last year. So, again, his service will be January 11th, 1 o'clock at the Foothills Church in Maryville. We are underway, second half. Bearden will have the first possession of the half, and the Admirals with Aaron Dozier, Isaiah Smith, Robbie Garan, Caleb Van Acker, and Jack Carasso on the floor. Bearden, three-pointer, right side, no good. Whistle sounds before the shot was airborne. And they call the foul on Aaron Dozier. It'll be his third. He becomes the first player on either team to pick up a third foul. First foul, obviously, of the second half as we're just underway. Bulldogs with the ball in the hands of Caleb Edwards out top. He drops it down low. This low action Walker Kyle to Tyler Nordine. Nordine with a basket. He's got 15, and the Bulldogs are on the board first here in the second half. Again, good entry feed over the top from the high post by 6'5" sophomore Walker Kyle. Did not start the game. In fact, he's first entered when Nordine picked up his second foul, but they start the second half with those two on the floor together. Robbie Garan leaves it off with Isaiah Smith. Left side three, good. Second three of the ball game for Isaiah Smith. Bearden's got 1 3. It belongs to Nordine, and both of Farragut's threes courtesy of Isaiah Smith. Nordine can't get a step-back shot off just beyond the free throw line. Instead, gives it off to Pruitt. Right side it goes. Now they drop it down to Nordine. He's triple teamed, and the ball's stolen away by Carasso. Farragut in front court. Robbie Garan right side to Smith. Head fakes a three, moves closer. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. I guess it was a shot. It's no good. And Bearden back the other way. Bulldogs into the lane. Through two players goes Pruitt, and Pruitt attacking the basket. It's going to be fouled. A couple of free throws coming for Bearden's A.J. Pruitt, and that'll be foul number 4 on Aaron Dozier. He picks up 2 in the first 2 minutes of the second half. And this one will send A.J. Pruitt to the line for 2 free throws. Bearden's 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. This will be Pruitt's first free throw attempts. He's a junior for the Bulldogs, and the first one is up and good. Out of the ball game, Dozier. Brabson checks into the lineup for the Admirals. Pruitt, second toss, good. So a good start to the second half for Bearden. High-low action. Nordine scores a field goal, and then Pruitt attacking the basket. It's a couple of free throws. Here's Smith trying a three from the left wing. No good. Admirals battling for a weak side rebound, and after some discussion, they decide that deflected out of bounds, touched last by Bearden. Garan from under his own basket with the Admirals trailing 28-27. In it comes to Smith. Picks up his dribble and traveled. 10th turnover by my count for Farragut. So the Admirals' lone basket here in the second half, of 3 from Isaiah Smith. Bearden with the basketball. Caleb Edwards off to Nordine. He's guarded by Carasso. Bounces it to Walker Kyle out top. Left side, Bredwood. Looked for the lob to Nordine. Wasn't there. Instead gives it off to Edwards. He'll dribble out top of the key. Guarded by Brabson. Into the corner, right side to Kyle. Back out top of the key. Now down low. Posting up is Kyle, and he gets the pass from the top of the key and scores. That entry feed was made by A.J. Pruitt. Good pass by Pruitt. Kyle's got his first points. Bearden leads 30-27. Carrasso has the dribble knocked away from him, grabs it back near the timeline. And we're going to have an over and back. They stepped into rear court. Turnover number 11. Carrasso is out of the ball game, and he'll be replaced by Jake Wallace. (30-27), Bulldogs by 3. And there's a steal by Van Acker out top. Picks up, anticipated the pass, jumped into the lane, makes the steal, and scores a layup at the other end. Van Acker's got 5. And Bearden with its 10th turnover of the game. Admirals claw back to within 1. 30-29, Bearden with the lead in the ball. Nordine with it left side, guarded by Wallace. Driving into the lane. It was, I believe, Bearden's Edwards, and he sets up Nordine, draws the defense, and Nordine scores a layup. Here's Farragut at the other end. Wallace picks up a deflection, drives to the bucket, throws it up over his head, and scores. So Jake Wallace with his first basket of the night. 5th Admiral to score. Farragut trails 32-31. Nordine's got 17 of Bearden's 32. Edwards, left side for Bearden, pumps up a 3, no good. Robbie Garan, good positioning, grabs the rebound, brings it in front court. Garan to Smith, left corner three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, Nordine. And Coach Higgins wondering if Nordine is not over the back of Wallace, but instead Wallace picks up a foul after Nordine had gotten the rebound. Second foul on Wallace. Dozier's on the bench with 4. Dylan Atwell's out of the game, went out in the first 10 seconds of the game, apparently with an injury. Bearden with the ball and a 1-point lead. They look inside to Nordine. Van Acker fronting. They're able to lob over the top from out the top. And that's another nice entry feed from Walker Kyle. Kyle's got 2 really nice assists here in the third quarter. Tyler Nordine over the top of a fronting Farragut defense. And there's Nordine's long hands knocking a ball into rear court. He tracks it down and is going to have a dunk. And they wave it off. What do we have? He traveled. Turnover after the Bulldogs. Really a great effort play by Nordine to create the turnover. Deflected a ball into rear court, beat Farragut to it, but then I guess took a couple of steps before he put the ball on the deck. (34-31), Bearden by 3, Farragut with the basketball. Isaiah Smith came off a screen set by Van Acker. Takes the pass, gives it back to Garan, loses his dribble on a spin, and Farragut cannot save it. The Bulldogs with the steal, and in front court, getting the pass is Khalib Edwards under the basket on a feed from A.J. Pruitt, lays it up and in. So the Admirals turn it over, and Bearden capitalizes. And sort of similar to the opening quarter, Farragut with a flurry of turnovers here to start the second half. That's their 4th in the quarter, 13 in the game. 36-31, Bearden by 5. The Admirals have in the lineup for the first time tonight Saish Maluri. He gives in the right corner to Wallace. Wallace returns it out top to Robbie Garan. Garan driving against Bearden's man-to-man, stripped. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Here's Nordine for a dunk as Bearden capitalizes on yet another Farragut turnover. Nordine now with 21 of Bearden's 38. Seven-point lead for Bearden, 38-31, 2:15 to play in the third. Robbie Garan into front court. Bulldogs man-to-man. Jake Wallace gives off to Caleb Van Acker. Right side, Isaiah Smith takes a pass from Maluri, and Isaiah with a three-pointer. His second of the quarter and third of the game. A much-needed basket for the Admirals, who were down 38-31, make it 38-34. Khalib Edwards to A.J. Pruitt. Farragut. Zone. Zone was effective against Heritage Tuesday night. It got the Admirals back in the game after falling behind in the opening quarter. Mallory extends out of that zone, applies a little bit of pressure to Khalib Edwards. Edwards gives the ball up to Pruitt. Left side it goes to Isaiah Bredwood. Back out top now to Pruitt. Into the corner, right side to Edwards for a three. No good. Rebounded away by Wallace. Wallace for Farragut. Gives off to Van Acker. Lobs it to Garan. Garan in front court to Wallace. Wallace right side. Bumped and fouled as he started to make a move by Walker Kyle. It'll be his first and the team first against Bearden. 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. Farragut with the ball. Baseline left. Trailing by 4. Robbie Garan to inbound. Fronted by A.J. Pruitt. And what do we have here? Foul on Bearden, holding. So Bredwood picks up his first personal and the team's second. So from the same spot on the floor, Garan again trying to inbound, and again is fronted by A.J. Pruitt. Nobody coming open. Lobs it out to Isaiah Smith. Guarded closely by Isaiah Bredwood. Into the left corner to Wallace. Wallace back to Garan. Left hash. Farragut on offense at the right end of the court as you listen here in this third quarter that is winding down. Admirals trailing 38-34. Robbie Garan takes a pass from Wallace. Guarded by Pruitt. Wallace with a basketball to Isaiah Smith. Can't get a three off. Good defense by Isaiah Bredwood of Bearden. Garan now with the ball, guarded by A.J. Pruitt. Gives it up to Van Acker. Gives it right back to Robbie. Down to 12 seconds. Robbie guarded by Pruitt. 7 seconds. Asks for a screen. Wallace is going to set it. Robbie drifts right. Looking for somebody. Van Acker head fakes a three. Gets it up in time, but it's offline as the buzzer sounds. And we'll go to the fourth with Bearden leading Farragut 38-34. Back in 1 minute with the fourth as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week or come to our bakery in the Cole Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at VG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Fourth quarter set to get underway here at Bearden High School. The Bulldogs leading Farragut 38-34 as the Admirals outscored 14-10 in that third quarter. We were knotted up at 24 all at halftime, and really, in some ways, Farragut with 5 turnovers in the third quarter. Fortunate that it's just a 4-point game. Van Acker, Mallory, Garan, Wallace, and Smith on the floor for the Admirals. Garan driving into the lane, stripped. Knocking away Pruitt. Bearden picks it up. Bredwood in front court. Can't hit the layup. It's punched out of there, and Farragut comes away with the basketball. Garan in front court all the way to the baseline. Got deep under there and just throws it to Bearden. Nowhere to go with the ball. Running out of real estate up in the air. And then the Admirals commit a foul as Bearden heads back the other way. So back-to-back turnovers to open the fourth quarter for Farragut. The first one, Bearden misses in transition, but then the Admirals come right back and give it to him again. And then pick up a foul to boot. Isaiah Smith, his second. So now 16 turnovers on the night. Bearden with the ball, leading 38-34, 7.5 to play. Lady Bulldogs won the earlier game 42-33. Bearden driving into the lane. Shots missed, but there's Nordine to clear it up. Tyler Nordine's got 23, and the Bulldogs lead by 6. And I believe Coach Parrott asked for a timeout, and it's a 30-second timeout. But Nordine was there to clean up the miss, so he's got 23 of Bearden's 40. And again, Tuesday night, 31 of Bearden's 62 in the overtime 2-point loss to Maryville. Look at the boys' standings entering the night. Admittedly, it's very, very early, but Maryville and Heritage are both off to 2-0 starts. Farragut and West both 1-1. Bearden, Hardin Valley 1-0. Farragut and West 1-1. Bearden 0-1, and then your 0-2s are William Blunt and Lenoir City. Farragut with the ball, and there's a pass stolen away, and Nordine will drive for a layup at the other end. He's got 25, and the Admirals continue the turnover theme. 3 in the first minute, 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. Bearden capitalizing to open up an 8-point lead. Carter Mayfield stripped. Here come the Bulldogs again as the pass comes ahead to Pruitt. He'll lay it up and in, and he's fouled. 4 turnovers in the first minute and 20 seconds. Chance at a 3-point play for A.J. Pruitt as he knocked the ball loose. It was picked up by Edwards, I believe, shoveled it ahead to Pruitt, and Pruitt, a little bit ahead of the pack, was fouled by, I believe, maybe Van Acker. That is the case. Van Acker with a foul. Fortunately for the Admirals, Pruitt can't complete the 3-point play, misses the free throw, and so Farragut down by 10, 44-34. Bearden opened up a 7-point lead in the third quarter, and the Admirals trimmed it down some. Desperately need an answer here. Bearden with all the momentum, and Farragut playing sloppy basketball at the outset of the fourth, finding themselves down 10. Aaron Dozier has returned to the game with 4 fouls. Brabson in the lineup. Head fakes a shot, moves to the free throw line, gives to Van Acker. Right side 3 for Van Acker. Good! Van Acker with 8, his first 3 of the night. I think that's the first 3 for Farragut by anybody not named Isaiah Smith. And the Admirals with a much-needed basket trail 44-37. 5:45 to play. Farragut held the ball at the end of the first half, and now Bearden extending and bringing the ball out near midcourt, seeing if Farragut will allow them. That looked like a walk. Walker Kyle with a little hop skip, but no walk called. So Bearden with the ball. A.J. Pruitt working against Robbie Garan. Gives it off on the left wing. Now they'll go inside to Nordine. Nordine decides not to shoot it. Gives it back on the perimeter. And Dozier has fouled out of the game.
That was on number 4, Aaron Dozier. That's his 5th.
Dozier fouls out of the ball game.
16th foul.
Trying to block a shot. It's the 6th foul for Farragut. And it's going to send Khalib Edwards to the line for a pair of tosses. Nordine's got maybe a little bit of blood on his leg. And so Bearden's trainer will clean that up while the free throws are shot by Khalib Edwards, first of which is up and good. Edwards has 4. 45-37, Bearden by 8, 5:10 to play in the ball game. And Edwards, Bearden senior, back at the line. Second toss is no good, and Farragut gets the basketball. Brabson in front court, 5 minutes to play. Nordine didn't have to leave the floor with a blood issue. They got him cleaned up in time, and now Smith loses a handle on it. Another turnover. Here's Nordine for a dunk at the other end. Nordine's got 27 as he's fed from Walker Kyle after Farragut just lost its dribble, and 5 turnovers in the quarter, 19 in the game, and the Admirals again trail by 10. 4:35 to play. Garan, left side to Brabson. Wallace is posting. Instead, right side Smith's going to shoot a long three-pointer. No good. Wallace battling for the rebound, can't get it. Bearden dribbles it off its leg into front court, right to Nordine. He walks a mile. Was he fouled? Nordine with 2 jump steps. But maybe he was fouled on the first one.
That was on number 20. Isaiah Smith.
Apparently so. Isaiah Smith picks up his 3rd foul. And so, well, they're saying he was fouled on the shot. If it was on the shot, I don't know how in the world he didn't walk. Nordine, first free throw of 2, no good. It's his first free throw of the night. 27 points coming off a 31-point effort on Tuesday. Farragut got 2 fouls on him early in the game. Hadn't been able to get him to pick up a 3rd. Second free throw is good, 28 for Nordine. And it's an 11-point lead now for Bearden, 48-37. Garan in front court to Isaiah Smith. Now to Brabson. Bearden Isaiah Smith, right side to Van Acker. Now to Brabson. Brabson moves to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gives off to Wallace, guarded by Nordine, looks inside for Garan. Instead, Nordine reaches and fouls. Would have liked to have gotten that one on him much, much earlier in the second half, but as it is, it's his 3rd foul, 3:39 to play. Admirals, that's only the 3rd foul on Bearden here in the second half. So the Admirals with the ball side front court. Brabson into rear court on the inbound to Robbie Garan. Robbie brings it in front court, drives to the left baseline, and is going to be fouled by Bearden's H.A. Pruitt. It'll be his 3rd. Team 4th. Farragut under its own basket. Robbie into Brabson. Gives it back to Robbie Garan. Robbie circles out top, guarded by Pruitt. Left side Brabson. Look for Garan on a little give and go down the left side of the lane. Instead, out top to Isaiah Smith. Smith, left side to Garan. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebound tipped. Comes to Nordine. Nordine in front court. No look pass. Leaves it off on the right side to Khalib Edwards. He lays it up and in. Nice assist by Nordine, and Edwards has 6. 50-37. Bearden by 13. Biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs. Van Acker with the ball in the corner, guarded by Nordine. Dribbles it back out on the wing. Releases it out near the timeline to Brabson. Now to Garan, to Smith. Smith driving baseline. Floater, no good. Rebound, Nordine. Admirals have gone cold in addition to their slew of turnovers here in the 4th. 2.5 minutes to play. The Admirals have 3 points in this 4th quarter. That was a 3-pointer by Caleb Van Acker. Garan nearly forced a turnover, but the ball is deflected to Isaiah Bredwood. Grabs it. Bearden out on the perimeter with the ball to Walker Kyle. Kyle gives off to Khalil Edwards. Edwards guarded by Smith. Bearden in no hurry with 2:08 to play. Edwards into the lane, shovels it off, and set up his teammate Walker Kyle right under the basket. He scores and is fouled. An and-one situation for the Bearden Bulldogs. Completely gotten away from the Admirals here in the 4th quarter, as Kyle now with 4 points goes to the line looking to add to that total. The foul is called on Jake Wallace. It'll be his 3rd, the team 8th. Into the ball game for Farragut checks Jack Carasso. So Carasso, Robbie Garan, Elisha Brabson, Van Acker, and Smith on the floor. Meanwhile, the three-point play is completed by Walker Kyle. And Bearden now leads 53-37. Farragut nearly turning the ball over, and in fact they do. Bearden on the floor takes it away. Here's the Bulldogs lobbing it for Nordine. He can't get there. Pass was off target, and Farragut comes back the other way. Garan fouled on a reaching. Nordine.
Fouls on number 10, Tyler Nordine, his fourth.
It'll be his fourth.
15 foul Bearden.
15 foul against Bearden, but the Bulldogs leading by 16 with only 1:40 to play. Open the third quarter with the Bulldogs up 38-34 after we were tied at halftime 24-all. And here are two teammates not on the same page, and Carrasso throws it where Van Acker previously was. Problem was he had vacated the spot, and so the Admirals now with their 7th turnover of the fourth quarter, 21st of the game. That's been the difference, because I've got Bearden with only 3 turnovers in the second half and 12 overall. Farragut now with 7:21, so that's 12 in the second half. Again, to just 3 for Bearden. And the Bulldogs playing a little keep away now, leading by 16. Actually, they take it right to the basket, miss a shot, rebound though, down low, and a chance at some free throws is A.J. Pruitt on the offensive glass, rebounded away the miss of Edwards, and then was fouled by Carrasso. And so to the line to shoot a pair of free throws, A.J. Pruitt. Pruitt is 2 of 3 from the line. 6 points for the Bearden Jr. 1:18 to play, trying to add to a 16-point lead, and he does by hitting the first of 2 tosses. Second one, good as well for Pruitt, who has 8. And it's 55-37, and now Farragut nearly loses it in rear court, and they do. Who's it out of bounds off of? Bearden. I tell you, the girls had a hard time hanging on to the basketball this evening, and the boys, too, just can't seem to keep their hands on a ball, keep it securely under control. Garan in front court, driving left side, fouled. (55-37). Garan was fouled. There was apparently a little bit of talking going on by Pruitt. Nordine keeping everybody under check for Bearden.
The foul is on number 1, A.J. Pruitt. Also, we have a technical foul on number 1, A.J. Pruitt. That'll be his 5th personal.
Looks like we've got a technical that's been called maybe on Pruitt as well, because I saw the indication to Coach Higgins that there's 4 free throws coming. So not just the 2 for Garan on the foul on the shot, but apparently 2 more. And so that being the case, I assume Pruitt has fouled out of the ball game. He's going to the bench. Garan, first toss, good. Robbie, 16 points in the first half, but he's been quiet here in the second. That's his first point. Add another one to it as he hits the second free throw. 2 more coming for Robbie. He's at the free throw line all by his lonesome. Everybody else pulled out of there. 19 points for Garan as he hits the third, and here's the fourth one. And it's good as well. 4 in a row for Robbie, who's only, missed once tonight, I believe, in 9 opportunities at the free throw line. That makes it 55-41, a 14-point Farragut deficit, and they will get the ball in addition with 1:05 to play. So a quick 3, and maybe you foul. Garan, that looked like that ball hit the backboard and then was swatted by Bearden, but I don't know, maybe it wasn't above the rim. Here's Farragut trapping in rear court. Lord, blow the whistle. Got players diving in there. That was a slow whistle. Emotions running high. 49 seconds to play. And the possession arrow is to Bearden. So the Bulldogs will have it. 55-41. Bearden with a 14-point lead. And I think Coach Parrott here is going to use a 30-second timeout. So we'll be back on the air Monday night.
30-second timeout.
Farragut, I'm not exactly sure why, but there's actually a couple of games being played on Monday rather than on Tuesday. Farragut being obviously one of those. Heritage and Hardin Valley also playing on Monday, while Bearden's next game is Tuesday at Lenoir City. The other district game coming up early next week on Tuesday as well, as West goes to Maryville. Farragut's Lady Admirals fell earlier, 42-33. Heritage defeated Maryville in girls action earlier tonight, 68-65. William Blunt, Farragut's next opponent, won decisively at home over Lenoir City, 62-23. And when last I checked, I had not seen any boys updates, certainly not finals, and not even any updates yet. District 4. Let's see if we have anything now. Heritage moves to 3-0. How about that? Are we looking at? No, that's back at the top of the page. Thought, wow, all of a sudden we've got a rash of finals, but reloaded at the top. Girls scores. We'll check on that as part of our post-game show. Coming out of the timeout, Bearden with the basketball. 14 seconds to play. Farragut, are they fouling? Yes, they're trying to foul. They're giving a foul. Isaiah Smith commits it.
Fouls on number 20. Isaiah Smith is fourth.
Smith picks up his fourth, 10th team foul, and so it's a double bonus, and Nordine will be shooting the free throws. 1 of 2 from the line tonight, so a chance for him to get to 30. He's got 28. 13 in the first half, despite having foul difficulties. Stayed out of any further foul trouble here in the second half. Gets the first free throw to go. 29 points for the Bearden senior. Looking for his second straight 30-point game. 31 on Tuesday, 30 here tonight as he hits both free throws. 38 seconds to play in this one. And Farragut trails 57-41. Got away from the Admirals here in the fourth quarter with 7 turnovers. Carter Mayfield on the floor along with Carasso, Van Acker, Smith, and Brabson. And Smith being held in the paint. Going to be called for Bearden's Bredwood, Isaiah Bredwood, that is, called for the foul. And so with 27.2 seconds to play, it'll be Isaiah Smith going to the line to shoot 1-1. Smith 0 of 2 from the line tonight and misses the toss. Rebound will go to Bearden. Bulldogs with Farragut pressing. Get the ball ahead to Khalib Edwards. Edwards ahead to Isaiah Bredwood in front court. Back to Edwards. Down to 15 seconds to play. Edwards spins away from Smith into the paint. Bounces it into the corner over there to Wyatt Showmaker. They'll return the ball back out top. And 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Bulldogs are going to get their first district win of the season as they take it 57-41. The Bulldogs outscore the Admirals 19-7 in the fourth quarter. And I think, what's really telling again is the Bulldogs had 1 turnover by my count there in the fourth quarter, and Farragut had 7, totaling 21 in the game, while Bearden had 12 turnovers. It was Bearden leading 12-2 early on, but Farragut on a 9-0 run to finish out the opening quarter. They made it 12-11. Took the lead at 14-12 on a 3-point play by Robbie Garan to open the scoring in the second quarter. But it was 24 all as the teams exchanged the lead back and forth throughout the second quarter. 24 all at halftime. And then in the third quarter, Bearden would lead 38-34 at the end of the third quarter, I should say, 38-34, having outscored Farragut 14-10. And then again in the final quarter, it's the Bulldogs with a 19-7 advantage as they win it by a final of 57-41. And as I mentioned, Bearden gets its first district win of the year after giving Maryville all they wanted on Tuesday night. Forced overtime before falling by 2. And so now 1-1 in the district are the Bulldogs as they improve to 4-6 overall. Farragut, meanwhile, loses its 4th straight. It's second in district play. Tuesday night they lost at Heritage 72-65, a game that was essentially a one-possession game with less than half a minute to play. But still, you felt like that one slipped away down the stretch, and certainly here tonight, entering the fourth quarter, only down 4. This one certainly got away from the Admirals in the fourth as Bearden. It's a little bit reminiscent, actually, of the JV game. Nip and tuck through the first 3 quarters, but Bearden dominated the fourth quarter, and the Bulldogs win it 57-41. Let's go ahead and get a break. And I'm not sure if Coach Higgins will be up or not, but usually if he's going to join us right after the game, he would be up by now. And so to give me an opportunity to compile some numbers, let's go ahead and take that break. We'll plan on 2 minutes here, and we'll return with our final numbers from tonight's boys game. Again, Bearden victorious, 57-41. Back in 2 minutes with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on I-105.
Robbie Garan with 20. Caleb 8.
Go Admirals, and best of luck to the student-athletes of Farragut High School from Travis Marine, your exclusive dealer for Cobalt boats, Coach Tri-Tunes, and Safried boards. Hyperlight wake surf and wakeboards are in the pro shop, plus tubes, ski ropes, and more. Travis Marine now has off-season pricing on all boats and equipment, plus a full-service repair and parts center for all types of service needed. Travis Marine is Knoxville's only out-of-water boat dealer. You can play in their backyard anytime on Tedford Road off North Shore Drive. More at TravisMarine.com.
Hi, this is Dave from BG's Bakery. Hard to believe that 20 years ago we opened our little bakery in Farragut. Our promise then is the same promise we make today. We will offer only the finest handmade baked goods. Whether you come to one of the 7 farmers markets we attend each week, or come to our bakery in the Cole Shopping Center in Farragut, you will taste the quality. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking 20 years later at BG's Bakery. Handcrafted baked goods. Oh, yeah.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our 5 area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Clinton.
This is I-105.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Bearden's gym as the doghouse here at Bearden High School. The Bulldogs with a clean sweep tonight. Boys JV game went the way of the Bulldogs 56-43, a game that was close through the first 3 quarters. Bearden pulls away for the 13-point win. Then in our girls varsity matchup, it was the Lady Bulldogs in a matchup of unbeatens remaining unbeaten, winning 42-33. Bearden's leading scorer was Janiyah Bussell with 11 points. Emma Stone had 9. Jakaya Davis had 8. Meanwhile, for the Lady Admirals, they were led by Claire Wyatt, who had 12. Also, Macy Barnes with 8. Ashlyn Sheridan with 6. The story of our earlier girls' game was Bearden's ability to get second and third shot opportunities and cash those in, as really got to feel like Coach Mayfield said that if you hold Bearden to 42 points, and they're coming off scoring 62 against Maryville, that you got a great shot at winning the game. Certainly you don't think you lose by almost double figures, but it was a 9-point victory for the Lady Bulldogs as Farragut just struggled to score tonight, but did play good defense, as I said. And the Lady Admirals again led by Claire White with 12. So first loss of the year for the Lady Admirals. They'll be looking to bounce back Monday night, big district game hosting William Blount. And then meanwhile here in our nightcap, it is Bearden completing the trifecta, you might say, over their arch rivals with a 57-41 victory. The Bulldogs jumped out to a 12-2 lead to open the game. Farragut went on a 9-0 run to end the first quarter, pulling to within a single point as they headed to the second quarter, with Bearden leading 12-11. Farragut scored first to open the second quarter, a 3-point and an and-one situation for Robbie Garan. He converted it, and Farragut was up 14-12. At the break, as the teams exchanged the lead there throughout the second quarter, Farragut outscores Bearden in the second 13-12 to tie the game at halftime 24-all. The Bulldogs then in the third quarter would lead, I believe, by as many as 7 at 38-31. Farragut had it at 4 going to the fourth. They were down 38-34 going to the fourth. At that point, Farragut, by my numbers, had 14 turnovers on the night. Bearden had 11. And then in the fourth quarter, Farragut turned it over 7 times, Bearden only once, and the Bulldogs run away with a fourth quarter, a 19-7 edge. And what was a game that Farragut was very much in heading into the fourth quarter turns out to be a 16-point victory for the Bulldogs, 57-41. Looking at the individual scoring, first for Bearden, Elijah Bredwood had 2 points. A.J. Pruitt was 4 of 5 from the foul line and finished with 8 points. Khalib Edwards was 2 of 3 from the line. He had 6 points. Isaiah Bredwood was 2 of 3 from the line. 4 points for Isaiah Bredwood. Justin Orler had 2 points. Walker Kyle, 5 points. He was 1 of 1 from the line. And then Tyler Nordine, 3 of 4 from the line, coming off a 31-point effort on Tuesday night. He scores 30 here tonight for the Bulldogs. Nordine, a Bearden senior, back-to-back 30-point efforts. He had 1 3-pointer. It was Bearden's only 3-pointer of the night, as the Bulldogs, let me double-check on the free throw shooting. 8, 11, 15, 16. I'd shorted him 1. I missed Walker Kyle's 1 free throw. So he was 1 of 1, meaning the team was 12 of 16 from the foul line tonight were the Bulldogs. That's obviously 75%. And again, the 1 3-pointer belonged to Tyler Nordine. For the Farragut Admirals, Robbie Garan was 8 of 9 from the line. He finished with a team-high 20 points. 16 of Robbie's 20 came in the first half. He was able to beat Bearden off the dribble frequently in the first half, so much so that Bearden wouldn't extend its defense at the end of the first half to challenge him. But in the second half, I tell you, the Bulldogs had the answer. They collapsed anytime Garan was driving the basketball, knocked it loose repeatedly, not only from Robbie but a number of other Admirals. Just a good defensive adjustment, I suppose you would say, made by Coach Parrott there in the second half. And Robbie's only scoring in the second half then came on 4 free throws. So no field goals, 4 free throws at the end of the game. But again, he finished with a team-high 20 points. Aaron Dozier fouled out with a couple of minutes left to go in the game. He was scoreless tonight, 0 of 2 from the foul line. Caleb Van Acker had 8 points. Van Acker was 1 of 1 from the line. He had 1 3-pointer. Jake Wallace had 2 points. Elisha Brabson had 2 points. And Isaiah Smith tonight, 0 of 3 from the foul line. 3 3-pointers, 9 points for Smith, the Farragut sophomore. So the Admirals had a total of 4 3-pointers, with Smith hitting 3 and Van Acker hitting 1. And the Admirals were, from the foul line, 9 of 15, 60%. So it's Bearden improving with the win to 4-6 overall, now 1-1 in the district, and the Admirals dropped to 7-4, 1-2 in the district. They've lost 4 in a row and will once more try to get back on track Monday as they host the William Blount Governors, who were one of a couple of teams coming into the night that were 0-2 in district play. William Blount has lost to Maryville. That was a week ago at Maryville, 67-50, and the Governors lost at home to Hardin Valley on Tuesday, 73-67. So William Blount entering the night was 0-2. Tonight they're hosting Lenoir City, who also is off to an 0-2 start in district play. So one of those teams going to pick up their first district win. And Governor's playing at home, perhaps have an advantage. Let's see, any finals posted? The only final I'm seeing is this Farragut Bearden contest. So no updates there. But again, earlier in girls play, Maryville defeated Heritage bounced back from the loss to the Lady Admirals on Tuesday night, defeating Maryville 68-65. William Blount, Lady Governors, 2-1 as they prepare to meet Farragut on Monday night after defeating Lenoir City tonight 62-23. And in Hardin Valley West we're also playing tonight, but I did not check Twitter, which is I think is about the only place I might find a final score on that one. The Lady Admirals again fell earlier 42-33, and in the nightcap the Admirals go down here at Bearden to the Bulldogs by a final of 57-41. We're back Monday night as Farragut returns to district action hosting William Blount. The girls' game should start at 6, so we'll be on the air at about 5:55. And boys' action typically follows at 7:30. If you can't make it out to Lynn Sexton Gymnasium to root on the Admirals and Lady Admirals in person, certainly hope you'll join us here on FM 105.3 WFIV, or go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com. There is a very prominent link there about following it to get to the live game stream. And this year you've got the video stream produced by BDC Productions. Brandon Campbell behind the camera there with our radio call accompanying that. And so if you just click on that link, that takes you to the Booster Club's live stream page. You can watch the game online. And, of course, nice, too, that you can go back watch it after the fact. But tonight, Bearden takes a pair. We look forward to Monday night as the Admirals, both Farragut teams, look to rebound, hosting William Blount. For Brandon Campbell and for Dusty Street back at our WFIV studios, I'm Eric Gerhardt. We say thanks so much for listening, and we wish you a good night.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Knoxville, Seymour. This is I-105.
Pilot, wherever you are, we are right on your way. With that Pilot My Rewards card, you can save in so many ways. Every 6th cup of the freshest coffee in town is on us. Mayfield milk is always just $3.99. You'll always save.